Alright, I forgot to share the screen with you.
I mean, I can try and guess if you want.
Yeah, you know the game by heart.
Not this route. I've glossed over this route.
Okay. One flight of stairs up, I run into problems. The second floor hallway is a carbon copy of the third floor one. Of course, art assets. White, of course, and plain, like only hallways can be. The problem is the library's whereabouts are not as easy to determine as one would think. The classrooms are marked with signs stating which class they belong to, but when...
First.
Ha 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 ha. Hello, Paytone Gaming. Welcome. Also, that scared me terribly. Class, where am I? Plethora of unmarked rooms. Is it the library one of them, or is it just somewhere down the hall? I bet on the latter to choose my direction at random. After I turn around the corner, an unmarked door draws my attention because it's not closed. It's not open either, though. Just barely ajar, so I can see it opening and nothing else. It would make sense for the library door to be uninvitingly open, and while this is not quite that, it's good enough. At the very least, it means someone's inside, or I can ask for directions, no matter how embarrassing it is. I gingerly push the center of the door with my fingertips, every muscle in my arm, ready to push back the moment's notice.
Oh, fuck. That means I'm gonna have to actually do her voice. No.
You mean Hanako?
No, not Hanako.
Okay. The feeling of being an outsider...
It's me, Emerald Kid. I change my name.
Oh, hey, Emerald Kid. Where am I? Can't be shaken from my mind so much that I instinctively fear doing something wrong by entering. The door slowly creaks as if groaning. From a deep sleep through, much easier to open than I anticipated. Leaning over and poking my head over further inside, into gaining sight of the room as fast as possible, the meek hello on my lips are quickly snatched away. Hey, it's Lilith. I mean Lily.
Yes, a little crossover from Tokyo Babel.
If you saw the video I sent you, this is not what I was expecting. I mindlessly let the door open to its fullest extent, taking in the sight of the solitary figure taking center stage in an otherwise abandoned room. The situation steals my voice, seeing me standing at the doorway, staring at the beautiful girl. Eventually, having taken her time to assess the situation, the girl gently puts down her teacup and opens her eyes, but does not look at me.
What do you want her voice to be?
What do you think her voice is?
I don't know.
You said she was Irish.
She
But like
is Irish.
But she looks
but
strangely
it
British.
says that she doesn't have an accent.
Yes.
Which is the weird thing.
You want to give her... She looks strangely British.
She does.
Mm-hmm. You could give her a British accent, not the Tracer voice, a British accent, or...
like a normal English accent.
Yes.
Like, normal RP.
Yes. Or you could be as proper as possible.
I feel urged to give her a heightened RP accent, but I know I can't keep that up for more than like a sentence. So we're just gonna do normal RP.
Okay, just try for this one time and then do the rest in normal.
What?
Just try your thing and then like after that you go back to normal.
Alright.
You're like, nope.
Hello there, may I help you? See?
Did you say, hello there, may I help you? Is that what you did? Okay.
Yeah. Yes, I did.
Yes, you did.
I'm
Staring
gonna go normal now.
Okay. Moha. Staring directly in front of her movements and lips seem to break the silence rather than the words. However, its softest measure of voice that reminds me if she's being separate from the room itself. Not only is she the tallest girl I've seen laid on, and even amongst the foreigners I've met, she's strikingly distant. Hi? Sorry for intruding, I was just kinda lost. She takes a moment to formulate a response. Before speaking, every action she takes feels as if it is carefully choreographed beforehand.
Can I take a seat?
Uh, Unexpected considering that I am intruding upon her. Thanks. I slowly step towards another seat opposite to her, the girl resting a teacup and saucer on the wooden table in between. The way she doesn't track my movements and her head is telling that, and the slight cloudiness in her eyes means she must be at least partially blind like Kenji. Come to think of it, her voice doesn't have a detectable accent either. I guess she must be half Japanese. As I take a seat, her composure takes me sight off guard. Her air of relaxed confidence makes the silence entirely comfortable. The
I
calming
love how your voice changes when mine does. That's
calming atmosphere is so different from the student council office.
I take it you're a new student to Yamaku.
Yeah, I just transferred in yesterday. I get this distinct feeling. Hello, friend Toads. Welcome to the channel.
Friend Toads, welcome to the channel.
What? I have gone blind and deaf. You said something? I will take that as a no. Yo, what's good? Alright, cool. I get the distinct feeling my speech patterns don't match the formality of hers, accentuated by her restrained bow of greeting. Wow. One which I hasten to match, before realizing the futility of this action.
I'm Lily Sato. Pleased to meet you.
Hisao Nakai. She gives a nod before gesturing roughly in the direction of the teacup.
Would you care for a drink?
Sure. As much as it pains me, I cannot keep step in her formality and proceedings. She gives a kind nod, taking a request in stride. Without another word, she steps off the chair and prepares a second cup of tea from the collection of supplies laid out along the shelf. A brush here, a brush there. Why, my voice?
No, where? There's no tea anywhere, and it's just like collection of tea.
I see a speaker, or
Yes.
just a giant box.
Thought it was an air conditioning.
Is that what air conditionings look like in Canada?
Some of them.
Okay. Cough, cough. Her hand left often lightly touching the side of whatever container she's pouring into. It seems to be a process she's followed dozens of times before. As I lean sideways, it seems her back. She seems to use her long, dainty fingers to measure the right amount of water in the cup. That's one thing to see the different disabilities the students in my class have, but it's quite another to see how everyone seems to adapt. Chizu and Misha have no problem working together to communicate with me, and Lily herself seems to have workarounds for problems I've never thought of. While I feel slightly guilty about doing the work, she seems pleased to be following the correct process of the proper preparing the drink.
So,
I don't feel like I should continue doing that voice.
You probably shouldn't.
I'm like gonna continue for like 30 minutes.
You know how hard it was to not say so the way I usually do when I say it naturally? It was so hard. I had to actually think about it. And I don't have to think about doing an English accent. And I had to think about it. It's like, don't sound Australian. Don't sound Australian. Stop it. Stop it now.
So how do you usually say it and how is it supposed to be said?
Just so, but I usually say so.
So,
Like with the Australian weirdness. So.
I didn't know that was Australian.
Yeah, like the R in the O sound is Australian.
There's an
To give
R
someone
in
an
the
Australian
O.
accent.
That's
Yeah,
it.
it's like R
O.
instead of O. It's R.
Oh my gosh, you sound like one of my Australian friends.
Yeah,
With
Australian.
with the O, she does that
Right?
with the exact same voice.
I know, it's an Australian O sound.
Yeah, but that's the only Australian I know that actually does that.
My New Zealand friend taught me how an Australian accent. Long time ago, and it's like, oh, that's easy.
Oh, that's easy.
Yeah, it's easy.
You sound like Tracy.
I know, it's pretty much Trace's accent.
Mm-hmm. The soft voice brings me to silent observance.
Which room are you looking for? It's not often this classroom is visited after school.
The school library. Shizuna and me. I mean, some classmates told me it was on this floor. She finishes pouring water into her teacup as she nods to small metallic tapping coming from the teacup, indicating it being stirred.
I'm aware of Miss Matthew, as most students are. To be with them means you're in class 3-3, I guess. So, or 3-3 or 3-3, no?
That's right, I'm in the science room with Muto. She gives a small giggle before setting down the tablespoon and slowly walking towards the table, cup of tea and saucer in hand.
He's quite a character. I imagine you'll come to like him. Most do.
What voice does that remind me of?
So it's my English accent. But it's like real,
Oh.
real pushed. Like
I-
my regular English accent is like this, and I just speak really like normally.
I remember what it
That's
sounds
like.
like.
I'm trying to sound really like stuffy. and
Mikao, or whatever. You know,
Oh, Kurumikayo.
yes.
Yeah,
That's-
that's that accent.
Hey, look at me. I'm a douchebag.
I can do a Brooklyn accent. I feel like I should do that for one person, make him sound like Harley Quinn.
Okay. As she
We'll
sits
see.
down the tea, I gently take it and have a sip. I'm really more of a coffee person, but it seems rather a bad moment to bring it up. Nonetheless, the smell's quite nice. I hardly think it'd be hard to choke down. Thanks, Sato. It really tastes nice. She smiles and quickly waves her hand in front of her face.
Lily, please. There's no need to be too formal.
She says that in spite of her exceedingly well-bred speech. Oh well. I guess I should try and ask her about herself, as it really does seem as she's catering to me. So, which class are you from? I imagine it's from one of the third-year classes.
Correct. I'm in 3-2, which is on the third floor, same as yours. It's taught by words
Yagi?
and is specifically for both blind and partially blind students.
Oh, Kenji. I mean, what?
Yeah. She's in the same class as Kenji.
But doesn't he hate women?
He does.
Well, that's gonna be tough for him. I see. I mean, sorry. You're like slapping myself for that. Or pause. What? How do you say that?
Faux pas.
Papa. Looking at her face, though, she doesn't seem the least bit put off by it.
We need to change the school right now.
Oh, quite the contraire. Sure. Sorry, I guess I'm really showing my newness here.
An environment like this will think well, the same time as said that no one comes to terms with their conditions.
A category which would include her, it seems. Once you're ready to jump the ship from this particular topic, I see you should know it. Do you come here to drink tea often? It's a really nice place. She can't see that it's a nice place. How dare you? Oh, is it dead?
I think it just had a slight heart attack.
What do you mean? What did it do?
It sounds like bees are attacking it.
Oh no. Is it still doing it?
I fixed it.
Is it? I didn't do anything.
Good job.
It
just fixed itself.
Mm-hmm. Good job, Mike. You fixed itself. For some reason, thinking of Mike only makes me think of, who is Mike? Yep.
You should go watch Who is Mike, people. It's just a fun trip for everyone.
Yes. Thinking on it, this might be her version of a place beyond my school, so I like to have lunch at.
I come here very often during lunch times. My duties as class representative don't leave enough time for an official club, so a friend and I use this room for having tea.
Is it Hanako?
It's Hanako.
Okay. Class representative, huh? Compared to Shizune, her manners seem to be almost completely opposite. Did you just insult Shizune? While Shizune is blunt and fiercely driven, Lily seems relaxed and calm, almost aloof. Come to think of it, she might be useful to a less biased view of the school clubs. What kind of clubs are there to join?
More popular ones are the track and field club, which uses the field near the school during lunch times, baseball club, and the book club in a room near the library. There are also numerous of small ones too, though, such as the art and music clubs.
At a time when I'm just wanting to get on my feet, rushing into a club right away seems surprisingly unappealing. I wonder if the school shares the same rules as the old one. Is it compulsory to join a club?
Sorry, Mike's doing that thing again. It isn't, though it is encouraged.
Well, I could hear that's not my fault.
Yeah, it's like making like this, like you're moving it. Like it sounds like you're moving it.
Sounds like I'm moving it. Let me
tapping it and touching it.
Let me do something first. I'm gonna probably... What?
Cool.
What do you mean?
Do something.
Alright, I'm gonna mute you, and then I'll mute my thing. Is this any better?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Say something?
Hi.
Why is your thing lower? Alright, I'm gonna increase your volume. Say something? That's
something.
better.
Okay.
At least.
I really need to have a set word for that.
The something?
Mm.
Alright. Ah, good. That's relief. I really let my guard down around this girl to let such a thing slip out. The facts seems to slightly amuse her. Wait, what happened? Not wanting my tea to get cold, I finally start drinking it as Lilith does the same.
He doesn't want to join a club.
Yes. Ah, it got louder. It like changes from like really low to really high. So it's like trumpets.
Yeah, you might want to, just as a warning, you might want to turn my mic back down when it gets to the characters that have energy.
That's fine. As I look over the window over his shoulder, I notice the light coming to the room. It has a distinct orange tint. Oh, you're distracted. Even here, time doesn't stand still. Huh. Time's gone quickly.
Sorry?
Right, she's blind, of course. She can't see the sun setting. It just looks like the sun's starting to set. It seems to come to a surprise to her. I guess she must have lost track of time.
Sorry, Hassel. I didn't mean to keep you from the library for so long.
I quickly move to allay her concern. Oh, sorry, no. The library's still open, isn't it? He pauses and takes a moment to think of it. Probably something I should have asked Shizune when I had the chance, but Lily seems to likely to know in any case.
True, it's open till 6:30 during weekdays.
What time is it now?
I don't think she knows.
A quick glance at my watch confirms I have well enough time to get there. I might get going just in case. Been nice talking to you, Lily. She smiles and gives a deep nod, and hands still neatly folded on the table in front of her.
It was my pleasure.
This is you.
I know. Oh, come to think of it, shall I show you to where the library is?
I couldn't possibly ask you to help. I should be able to find it alright. Well, unless my navigation skills fail me. Which is, they seem to have a habit of doing.
It's alright. I was going to be talking to the librarian there. In any case, I could introduce you.
Cough, cough. This gets better and better. It's pretty hard to deny her offer. If you're sure, then that'd be great. She stands up and follows me, takes hold of a straight, retractable cane that had slipped in the handle of her bag in the floor. Compared to the cane...
I have that picture on my phone.
Oh, goody. Lily looks much thinner and longer. She must be for support, whereas Lilith is for navigation. But together we leave the peaceful room and enter an empty hallway on the end of the library. Side by side, my pace carefully slowed to match hers. We slowly walk through the hallway. It doesn't take long for us to arrive to the door. The warm-looking room, apparently situated in the center of the floor, rather than either wing. Ladies first. She gives an appreciative smile and gesture, taking the lead as we file in. To the left, the wooden library counters, the library proper being to the right. Time to raise the volume again.
Oh, I forgot about the freaking librarian. Oh no.
What do you mean?
I'll figure something out.
Okay. It easily dwarfs my old school's library, with a distinguished smell of old books, giving the place an almost old war air. There don't seem to be a lot of students here. Considering the time, it isn't big surprise. Everyone's probably either in school grounds or on the dorms.
Pronunciation of that?
Yuko? Yuko?
Yuko, are you here?
She says it to thin air, since the librarian doesn't seem to be present, and of course Lily can't see this. What's unexpected is that she draws a reaction. Thunder from under the counter thuds against it, followed by a quiet wail.
Aww.
Oh. Okay, I was not expecting that.
Yep. Feel it. It's great.
Who does that remind you of?
No one.
Okay.
No one at all.
Are you sure about? Because that looks particularly like someone. The origin apparently, the librarian quickly crawls out of the mountains and extreme rigid attention.
Voice.
Me.
The heck? Oh my god.
Do a girl me.
Uh.
You know what?
Give
Do
me
the
a-
Genji voice.
The Genji voice.
I want to hear it.
You like the Genji voice?
Why would I not like the Genji voice?
Okay. Hi, Lily. How can I help you?
The voice is strained in a failing attempt to sound casual.
Yeah, that was real strained and not casual at all.
So it was perfect.
I have to voice Hanako in the scene too. Oh, frick.
And she's rubbing the back of her head.
Good afternoon. What happened just now? I heard a strange sound. It's nothing. I just hit my head. See, I dropped an eraser under my desk while I was looking for a pencil. For it, period. A pencil dropped, and when I was looking for both of them, you came and surprised me.
I would have put a comma, you put a period, and this is why I have problems with English.
Are you alright? I'm sorry. I couldn't know. It's okay. It's okay. Sorry for making you worry.
Are you sure you don't want me to voice the librarian?
No. Librarian's fantastic.
Are you sure about that? Because like you sounded very
Voice the librarian,
sarcastic.
please voice the librarian.
Okay. You want me to do the worried voice?
Yes, because that's what it's supposed to be.
It's okay. It's okay. Sorry for making you worry. My sister's like, no.
If she had heard my voice, she'd be good with it.
Mm-hmm. This is nothing. I've had worse happen to me. She quickly reversed Lily's apologies, almost frantically trying to push aside the possibility that she could have in any way inconvenienced by bashing her head on the counter. Yeah, yes. Worst thing that happened. The girl fidgeting with her fingers as Lilith doesn't seem to drop her concerned expression, and then she shovels some papers around the counter for no reason. Oh, look at Lily.
She always does that. She just sits there and smiles.
It's like, yes, I feel your pain. Feed me your pain. Feed me more. This is why I come to the library.
I feel like after we meet all the characters, which will probably be this episode, considering they're all like back to back, you're just gonna be like, oh look, it's you, and oh look, it's you, and oh look, it's you, because they're literally all me in different ways.
Yeah, every single thing is you. Have you never noticed that? Back to the
I know, all the visual novels, they're all me.
Mm-hmm. A little shorter than Lilith, replete with glasses, freckles, and very troubled look. She seems to fit a library.
How tall is Lily?
She's a giant. Library perfectly. Lily, did you get the message? She looks so annoyed. That's your annoyed face.
Why on earth would you send me a message when I clearly don't care? Oh, the two imported books that arrived.
Yes, that message.
Focus on the O. Focus on it.
Right. They finally came. I can't believe it took so long, but... I missed her celebrations partially for managing to change the topic. I'm sure she does notice the corner of my eye and freezes the spots when she does. Oh no, I'm sorry for not noticing you before. Did you want to check out a book or return one? I'm sorry. The way she does it so quickly swift between moods is a little unsettling. Everyone here.
He's with me. Yaku, that was it, right?
Don't say the Y.
Okay. So, just Uku?
Just like you. Just like you. Yuko.
I'm just gonna say why and move on from the situation.
Yuko. Yuko.
Yuko.
There you go.
Okay.
This is his.
This is Hisao, a new student. Hisao, this is Yuko, the school librarian.
Pleased to meet you. Hisao, right? Hisao. Pleased to meet you, Hisao. For a second, she visibly attempts to engrave the name on her mind so she won't forget.
Yuko often arranges to import foreign books in Braille for me.
Oh, that's nice.
Would you like to tell Hisao a little something about the library?
It's over 1,000 years old!
Woo!
We've got...
Who's looking forward to Hanako's existence?
Me?
Maybe I should ask for help.
Are you gonna ask for help?
No, I don't like asking for help.
I feel like you're asking me to ask people for help.
Don't ask people for help.
I don't know what that... I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Do it fine. It's fine.
I don't know what to do with this information. I don't know if you like tell me it's fine or it's not fine. Nothing makes sense. Okay. Lily's innocent suggestion means with an expression of abject terror. Please, Lily, I can't. I don't know what he would be interested in. This is too much responsibility. Oh, it's any responsibility at all. I don't get, but her objection is so sincere. I don't doubt for a second that she would rather disembowel herself on the spot than tell me where the light novels are. I've read one light novel.
But...
So... there's a lot of books in Braille here? I attempt to save the day by asking the first thing that pops in my head. It seems to work, at least partially, yes. Yuko seems to, not exactly relax, but at least look slightly tense. Well, I don't think about the third or fourth of Yamaku's library either in Braille or audio. Makes sense given that blind students that are here. If it's only that, how come the library is so big in the first place? Well, we got new books regularly because the library is adequately endowed. That's probably why. They've spent more on new books on my salary, and then I have to organize and shove them all today.
This poor lady.
It's so troublesome. They weigh so much. I wish I could quit this job. ... A very awkward silence follows this revelation of too much information.
Wait a second, real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Since you thought that I could totally do an impression of you, do an impression of me, Alan.
I can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
We can continue now.
We can continue now.
You can stop trying.
I can't try. So, how are the mercy
What do you remember? Is that, of course.
Hmm?
Of course, it's that.
Mm-hmm.
That's my singing voice, by the way. It's like how I sing is like I put all the words on my soft palate. That's how I sing, and I'm not supposed to do that because I can't hit any notes higher than like a certain area without singing not like that, and then my voice cracks. But that's how I do it.
Ooh.
That's how my voice sound all weird and smooth like that.
I want to hear that.
No, I don't.
Yeah, I do. Eventually.
Not singing and again, it demonetizes us.
Well, like, not on stream because we get demonetized because you're so good, but like, eventually.
Maybe.
Yay. I'll go check out the aisles then, if you don't mind. It's probably for the best of us. If she doesn't keep talking to me.
Very well. Meanwhile, Yuko, I would have those books if it's alright with you.
My first impression was... What?
Nothing at all.
Did you just say tick tick?
No.
Because of the clock.
Continue.
Tick tick comes the clock.
Mm-hmm.
Here goes the cow. What? My first impression was right. The library is surprisingly big. Ambling down the narrow aisles, I study the spines of the books in random order, occasionally sliding one out to read the blurb and taking it in with me, and if it looks good. In a few moments I have a respectable stack of books in my arms. I guess I'll never be stuck for choice in here. The normality of the library stinks in. Sure, there's large prints and braille books scattered throughout, but this is what is the library. It says of a calm mood. For a room I had tea with Lily snuck in with us here, unless it was here to begin with. Something about that puts me at ease, just like before. I reach the end of the aisle and find a collection of desks set up to study or personal reading. Going a little further through, I discover a nice quiet corner in the back. Is it going where I think it's going?
Probably.
While the rest of the library was there was an odd student sitting at the desk, either reading or steadily sleeping. The back is pretty much deserted. As I glance around, I see someone who I recognize in one of the several beanbags. Aw. It's you.
Yeah, I know. My hair looks like that, though.
I know.
Like, it looks exactly like that.
I know. I've seen it.
It's so creepy.
It's not creepy.
Ugh. I'm gonna go get my hair cut off.
No. I mean...
Well, then I'll just look like... Frick.
What?
Then I'll just look like Shizune. If I took my glasses off and put my bangs in front of my eye right now, I would look like that.
Okay, show me.
Okay. I'm gonna put my camera on for this. Okay. See?
Guess where this is going?
It's not good. It's a bad situation.
Guess where it's going?
Now I just can't see.
No. Okay. It's a dark-haired girl from my class, the one who snuck into the classroom earlier. She's reading a book, keeping it close to her face, which makes her look like she's really into it. See it? You where I placed it? Okay.
Oh, you put a screenshot of me in here, didn't you? Oh, you did.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, look at all the personal information just kind of hanging out. Okay.
From the way she's acting today, I had her peggings as more of a delinquent than a bookworm. In fact, her mysterious disappearance from the class raised all sorts of whys in my head. Intrigued floats slowly and surely towards the surface. Before I know it, I'm walking towards the mysterious long-haired girl. I guess that's no harm introducing myself as I would with anyone else. She's a classmate after all. Walking over to another beanbag, I take a seat and lay my books beside it. The girl starts to look scarily up at me from underneath her fringe. This is the first time I've seen her this up close. Underneath her long, dense bangs, I could see part of her face, at least a third, if not half. It's pretty badly scarred.
Where did they make this?
What do you mean?
In what country was this game written?
Japanese.
No, the writers of this for the English, was it written in England?
Why?
Or the UK or Canada or something like that?
Why?
Because no one calls bangs fringe except for them.
Have you never called it that?
It's a real European thing.
I've heard people say that.
I don't know.
Like on TV.
Yeah, like on TV.
Yeah. I don't personally say that, but I've seen it on TV.
You're American.
Yeah, I'm American. We see everything.
Okay, never mind.
I'm pretty sure it's from Canada, the English translation, I think.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Alright.
Okay. Her eyes are immediately drawn to the scars, subconsciously peeking past her hair until they meet her own eyes. For a second I am shocked and diverge my eyes to the book in her hand before I realize that looking away probably only makes it worse. It only takes too many seconds to collect myself and remember that I walk up to her for...
Save.
Continue.
What do you want?
It's like, hi!
Hi! I said, okay, we're in the same class.
And then she immediately runs away. You want to run away?
You wanted to run away?
This is like a legendary Pokemon.
Hanako, the legendary Pokemon.
Mm-hmm. What do you want?
I didn't mean to startle you in my playthrough, so if that makes a difference.
You want me to put the other one? You can see what happened?
Sure. Go for it.
Hi, I'm new here. Sao Nakai. We're in the same class. Terrified look. I just transferred here the other day. Maybe you don't remember.
This is making her run away.
The girl still doesn't say a word, but simply stares at me wide-eyed. Okay, at least she calmed down. I'm still getting used to the place, so I'm trying to meet as many people as I can. So, what's your name?
Hanako.
Isn't that the name of a ghost?
Yes.
Wait, how do you know that?
Because I know things.
Okay. Her speech is stuttering and so quiet that it's barely audible even in the library. Somehow I think my delinquent impression of her was wrong. Hanako, huh? So, what you reading?
A. Hanako, A.
Yeah.
Yes, this is so Canadian.
Alright. Her gentle tips of the book backwards so I could read the title, at the same time hiding her face behind it. Her hand is burnt too. She must have noticed me staring before. Life of Pi. I've never heard it before. What's it about? I've heard about it.
I love this book. It's a good book.
Hey! I see Emerald Kid is still here. Spamming the cat emojis.
Cat emojis.
I'm gonna see if I could no, I can't copy and paste this. It's on YouTube if you want to check what it looks like.
Okay, I'll check it in a minute. A boy and a tiger.
How the eye on the hair.
Yes, the eye. He said how the eye on the hair. How not to eye on the hair.
Huh?
He's he's inquiring about how the eye on the hair. I think he means how the hair is on the eye.
Mine or hers? Because hers is just drawn like that.
Yes. Explain
She
the physics of that.
Cuts it like that.
Okay,
Like,
there we go.
if you put your bangs, okay, if you put all your hair in front of your face and then you cut it in front of your eye, gravity puts it on top of your eye. So she clearly did that on purpose because she's trying to hide it.
Oh,
Because
smart.
anxiety, such and such, you know?
Mm-hmm. Makes sense. I can see this taking some time. Sounds interesting. Is it any good? He nods from behind the book and stays silent. He looks kind of tense, but a bit like...
Three Maini Diea Amonses.
I mine diamonds, is what he said.
That's nice.
Oh yeah, he plays Minecraft. Wait, you play Minecraft, right?
I do.
No, I'm asking him, because I know he plays Roblox. But I don't know if he plays Minecraft.
Oh, voicing her and Musa at the same time is gonna be a blast.
Because small voice, long voice, small voice, big voice.
And her and Emmy at the same time will be even more fun. Yeah.
Oh. It looks
You
like...
remember.
I remember what?
Hmm?
I don't know. I don't know what I remember. So this kind of tense.
She looks like me if I put some marker on one side of my face and took my glasses off. That's what she looks like.
Okay. A bit like Yuko earlier, but in a different way. More like petrified with terror, I'd say. Oh, she's shaking! I mean, what?
Oh, poor Hanako.
So this mystery delinquent girl turned out to be anything but. And she's quivering in a way that makes me look like she's immortally afraid of me. The only way out, as far as I could tell, is to try to get a normal conversation going. Is it a library book? I'm looking for new ones to read.
Watching.
Watching. What? Okay. I don't
Vids
know.
for a stream.
Vids for a stream.
Did you just plug a stream in a stream? How dare you?
I'm looking for new ones to read, but there's so many.
No, it's mine.
It's like, no. This is my book. You can't have it. Mine.
Don't touch my book.
Alright, Razzle. I was about to say, that's you with your book, but I'm like, no, never mind, that is you with your book.
Yeah.
Oh, so, do you come here often? A huge blush spreads on Haruko's face and her eyes widen as far as I thought it was possible for eyes to do. Oh, did she interpret my lame attempt for small talk as feeble attempt to pick her up? Yes. I mean, I didn't mean it like that.
I gotta go do something.
Oh, you actually got that. Perfect. Without warning, Haruko...
XD.
They said XD.
Yes.
Without warning, Hanako takes off and runs towards the counter. Her hair like takeoff catches me off guard, and I don't manage to go after her until has a good head start. By the time I reach the counter, she is nowhere to be seen. Lily and Yuko are happily chatting away. Knowing that I won't be able to catch Hanako myself, I approach the girls. Hey, did you notice a girl run past here? Alright, I'm Yuka.
I mean, we can go back to the, just monstrosity.
You
that
plugged
was,
string
if
into a
you'd
stream,
like.
how dare you?
Oh, they said you plug string in the stream, how dare you? He's mocking you.
Mock me. Do it. Come at me, bro.
Maybe, but what did she look like? Long, dark hair, kind of shy. She had, well, some scars on her face.
You wouldn't be talking about Hanako, would you?
Yeah, that's her. I saw her reading and I tried talking to her, but I think I scared her off or something.
Oh dear. Yuko, would you excuse me? I better try and find her.
My teacher's name is Mrs. Mock.
Ah.
They're best friends.
The puns. This man says, my teacher's name is Mrs.
Mock me.
Mock. Mock me. He's insulting you, man.
Oh, that's insulting me? Oh, I've had so much worse than that. I don't think that's insulting me. I'm sorry.
Let me rephrase. Provoking you.
You have to call me a little obnoxious bitch and tell me to, go F off because I'm just too good for my own
Why
business
teacher, you
and
girl?
I need to stop being a smartass. That's mocking me.
We're not talking about Melody here.
That's not Melanie.
Mm-hmm.
Melanie was just like, mind your own business. I do whatever I want. Get the fuck over it. That was Melanie.
Uh-huh. I don't see the difference.
A little less swearing. She knows I hate swearing.
Uh-huh. There's a lot of swearing.
Yes.
Yes.
Gets demonetized, Fisher.
Yeah, you did it.
Does that demonetize it for you?
There was already demonetized.
Good, good. I can sing now.
It's probably gonna get muted from that. Sure, I'll just hold on to these until you come back. What's going on?
I'm sorry, but I'll have to explain it to you some other time.
Right, I'll see you later then. Lily hastily grabs her cane and hurries out the room, leaving me alone with Yuko. I don't think I'll ever get the hang of this place. Did I do something wrong? What did you do? Nothing, I just talked to her. I tried to get to know her. Didn't even manage to get started. Yuko sighs and looks awfully bothered, even more so than she did before. I guess you weren't wrong. So much as tactless. Okay. Tactless? That girl is a bit of a special case. She's never really talks to anyone. Isn't that a bit strange? I wonder. It's just how she is, I think. Yuko doesn't sound all that convincing. Then again, maybe this is just her norm around here. Everyone has their own problems, or else they wouldn't be here. Perhaps I was being a little bit tactless after all. But how do I deal with all these people forcing themselves to act overly casual? Only makes me feel phony.
Come at me, mate.
Oh, you... Nice. Like, I feel I'm supposed to be ignoring the elephant in the room. Yuko fidgets it around. She wants to say something to that, but resists it. I think it's an elephant only if you feel that way. I guess she doesn't have a good sense of self-restraint. Makes me smile and she heavily blushes. Oh. Is there a librarian route?
No, there's not a librarian route, and there's not a Kenji route.
There is a kanji route.
Try really hard.
You reject all the girls,
Okay.
and then...
Here, this is what happens. Hanako and Lily get together. Yumi and Rin get together. Shizune and Misa get together, and then you date Kenji.
How does that happen?
Because then it's all same-sex relationships, and then it's perfect.
Okay. She doesn't even have a good oh, I read that. What? Did I sound stupid? No, you sounded really wise. I guess you're right. It's more about me than anyone else. Neither of us had anything to add, so Yuko fills the silence by shuffling some papers around. Me. What? Very cool. People who have papers on their desks really like doing that. Did you find any books? I should be closing soon. I mean, this library should be closing, but I have to do it. I hope that's not too inconvenient for you. Oh, yeah, I want some books, but I left them over there because I'll just go get them. I fetched my stack of books from beside the beanbag where Hanako and I were sitting and returned to the counter. Wow, you read a lot, don't you? I surprised myself with that too, honestly. At least when I think about it. I had a lot of free time earlier this year, so I just kind of started reading books to fill in the time. I couldn't do much else. I see. But she doesn't say anything else and just checks out the books for me. I guess that's what they call tact. Holding the library books in one arm, I trawl my pockets for a key to the door. A sudden sound from behind us startles me, making me nearly drop the books I'm carrying or the key that I almost managed to get out of the lock. It's Kenji, isn't he?
Mm.
Who is it? Did I just make him Junkrat?
Yes, he's drunk right now. Do that Australian accent.
Oh god.
Got this.
I turn around and see who's talking. It's Kenji. He seems to be friendly mood, although the light glitter in his eyes and dark gives me a sinister look. It's just me. It makes him pause and licks nervous. Oh. I don't
Get
quite
your head into the gutter, Alan.
I don't enjoy this.
Who is me? I don't know anyone called me. Are you some new guy again?
His voice only strains and quick. Yes, we've met before yesterday.
I don't think so. I would remember someone who I met only yesterday.
I'm not even doing it right.
When was that? What a day it was today.
I try to ignore him. Is he joking or what?
Prove that we met before.
You live across the hall, you're Kenji. Kenji jumps back, he filled with uncompromised fear.
How did you know my name? Damn, this can only mean one of two things. Either we have met, or you're telling the truth, or I can't just remember it, and you are a spy.
He pauses.
A psychic spy.
Oh my god, it's hilarious. His eyes dart around, trying to peek into my room, although it's hard to believe he can see anything through those thick glasses. His mood swings from friendly to manic in less than a minute. I'm not a psychic.
How do I know that? I'm not a mind reader.
I was like, I turned from like, I'm gonna show you a show. Hey, you like Pokemon? You're not there, are you?
I like Pokemon.
Do you like Pokemon?
Not incredibly.
Do you like funny things?
Some funny things. It has to be like.
Why is my mic tripping?
It just wants to.
Okay, let me just lower it. Oh my god. Good. Perfect. I'm gonna, cause like, I'm gonna show you, One Kid's Entertainment. Search it up on YouTube. And the Ash sounds like,
Hello, my name is Ash Ketchum. Well, hello, Misty.
that's what he sounds
Oh,
like.
is it like someone voicing Ash? Because that's not.
Yes, that is someone voicing Ash.
Alright.
It's a parody.
Alright.
It's a funny.
Alright.
Alright.
How did you know that? I'm not a mind reader.
Kenji points his finger at my face demandingly.
Unlike you.
Stop that, man. We met yesterday. What's wrong with you? I live in this room.
Lies! If you think you can pass as Honeko because I'm legally blind, you are sorely mistaken. You don't even look like him. I mean, the resemblance is real, really slim. Maybe at a distance, but who do you think you're kidding?
I want to grab him by the shoulder, shake him, I rub my eyes and let out a heavy sigh.
Stay here.
Kenji comes closer, one careful step at a time. I stay still, lest he assault me physically, although I doubt he could do much damage as he already did.
Oh wait, I see it now. Damn, it really is you.
Sigh again, and once again, for good measures, I step back just in case. And I don't remember what his old voice sounded like.
Hey, what's up, man?
No, that is not his voice. Or was it?
Hey,
was it? What's his old voice? Okay.
I'm crazy. What's up, man? You should look good. I think something's wrong.
I don't know. Just had something stupid happen to me. A few stupid, actually. I'm gonna discount this one. I don't know what I'm doing. Can't get a proper touch with other people here. I have no idea what it's because of me or because of them. I don't know if I'm telling. I don't know why I'm telling you this, Kenji. It's not like we have any contact either.
That's rough, dude. Yeah, I'm sorry about calling you a psychic spy and all, but you can never be too careful. It's the hard reality we live in.
It slowly starts to think that Kenji isn't necessarily living in the same reality as the rest of us.
I don't think he is.
Is he living in your reality? It could be my reality, I don't know.
You see, it's hard. It's how this world. There's no sense of justice, you see. Even when I lose, I win, because I don't lose the lesson.
What does that even mean?
What does it matter?
He dismissed it flatly with a wave of his hand.
So, what happened? Why the long face? You have a long face?
It's nothing. I just scared some girls off. Accidentally, literally, too. She actually ran away from me. Was my fault, really? I think I'm not really used to this yet.
A girl? A cute one?
Cute? That's a hard question. She had a nice body and really beautiful hair, but the face, I guess you could go either way. Yes, Hanako was you save concerned. Yes. Yeah, cute, I guess.
Oh, I knew it. There's a lot of cute girls here. A strangely disproportionate amount. I believe this is one of the dark secrets of the school. I tried to warn you, man, but did you listen?
I don't remember such a warning. Dark secrets.
Yes, dark secrets. Extremely dark, like a black hole. You notice the number of girls in the school is slightly but significantly higher, and the number of boys, it's like 60-40.
He turns his head to the left and stares off in the distance at nothing.
Why is it like this? I mean, to the untrained eye, it doesn't appear to be that bad, but it's a full 20%! One would think the school is a huge pool of women, wouldn't be a man's dream, but no! What I tell you could blow your mind. Are you ready?
I don't know where this is going, but I think I won't be missing much by cutting out now. No, I'm not ready. I only get far as turning the knob before Kenji starts talking again. Knowing that he doesn't really care if my mind is blown or not. Fucking Kenji.
I believe this skill is a battlefield. Sort of a feminist infiltration. Disparity in the number of men to women is clear sign of how the four have come in case of the cold war turns hot and the superiority of numbers. So now the scum is in the eternal war against the forces of feminists and everything in Japan, women amongst men. It's not a 60-40 split, but it's only a matter of time, man. Even in America, women are a majority by hair. They're building up their numbers in the past. Build up the military as always. Even the clearest sign of it. And it's war.
Huh?
I feel like I'm Voldemort.
You okay?
Japan is one first step. Our economy is badass, and the country itself is small and isolated, yet a huge sport in the Pacific in terms of political value. The perfect target, so cunning, as expected of women. Soon, the day will come when...
Andy's voice shows off ominously.
That's why you can't trust them. They will string you along and kill you, just as they killed me. You will end up like me.
Oh, hell no.
Oh my.
I can't stop making myself blur it out. Hey, what the hell does that mean? You said it, not me. It's the best I can think of. So, you're not supposed to say something like that. Damn, so rude. Where was I? Oh yeah. Best feminist conspiracy. Stop it, stop. I lost you way, way back there somewhere. Somewhere around feminist infiltration. You're hard to follow. It's cool. I have some graphs and stuff to show in my room. And puppets. You like puppets? No puppets. You don't like puppets? Okay, graphs are cool, though, right? He speaks energetically, responds almost before I'm done talking, moving his hands in an animated way as he continues to rant on. It's too strange. I had him pegged as a relatively normal, but it's clear that I was wrong. Something in your mind, dude? I'm just thinking of what's like to be the sane man in an insane world. Kenji frowned, looking deeply upset. You mean it's you? That can't be, because I'm the last sane man in an insane world. That's my dream. You can't steal my man's dream. What the hell? You can't be the last two sane men. It would be invalidated. The whole last part, and the whole part's kind of important. There can only be one. Like in that foreign movie where you can only be one, and in the end there's only one dude left because that was the point. I've never seen anyone talk so heatedly about, so defensively about absolutely nothing before. Cough, cough. Ha ha ha. Anyways, if you wait here, I'll get my graphs. I list them to the other dark and complex conspiracies of the school holds as tangled as. Quickly finish my analogy and be a pal. I'm going to my bed now. It's extremely late. That doesn't sound like an analogy, but whatever. I like you. You seem to be a cool dude. Most people don't understand what I'm talking about when I try to explain the vast feminist conspiracy to them. Denial is a terrible thing. Later! That was interesting. How did that feel?
I'm watching a video on how children die in Africa. What? That was an interesting bit, I have to say.
My bit or the video?
Your bit. This is why I don't like Kenji.
Is it because of insanity? Or is it because of
I
me?
just don't like him.
You don't like me? Okay, cool.
I don't like Kenji.
My Kenji?
No, Kenji's character overall. You still around?
Yep. It's, I'm not gonna explain what happened. I don't know why. I'm not gonna explain. He clasps me on the back and then vanishes into his room, and quickly and quietly, it's like he didn't even open the door, but instead walked through almost like a ghost. I don't know if I could fully digest what happened, so I give up and go to my room, taking off my shoes before falling face first into bed. It takes me some time to relax and get up so I could get started on homework, because the sheets are cool and comforting against my cheeks. And it feels good just lying there with my eyes closed. The school is like some kind of bizarre, surreal island. It's isolated on top of a mountain. The person is stranger than the last. I just can't fit in. What irony. One would think that fitting in a place that's made for people who are unfit for anything else be easy. Maybe I'm trying too hard. No, I say, it doesn't help to take the edge off. And the other words are just left echoing off in empty walls. I guess it's not bad as I expected though, and this place really is more of a school and less of a hospital pretending to be a school than I thought it would be. If nothing else, the scenery is beautiful. I open my one eye, seeing the school books and bottled pills side by side on my desktop. Maybe this place is too much like a normal school after all. Oh, Chapter 2.
Yes.
I feel very tired this morning, probably because yesterday itself is a very tiring day. On top of that, I woke up far earlier than necessary. After saying hi to Shizune and Misha, I start doing the work as instruction for the board. It really looks like today is going to be heavy. I don't have a problem with that now, though Shizune and Misha might jump on to try and get me to answer whether I've decided to join the student council, even if it's just one day. I wouldn't put it past them to try.
Hi PTV greetings.
Ah, hello Ghost. You scare me every single time. If they do so, it's only as convenient for me. About 10 minutes into class, Hanako walks in and takes a seat, but no one looks at her. She doesn't even comment on her lateness. He does, however, stop us to say that we're gonna break into groups again. I turn my head to see Shizune and Misha are looking at me. Shizune gives me a smile that is equal parts cute and menacing. You! This is a smile that says, "We have you now. You cannot escape."
Yeah, that was the screenshot I sent you. So it's like perfect.
It's you.
It's like, we have you now. There is no escape. Hichan, it looks like we're together again. Yay!
Closer. Misha leans sideways while Shizune pushes her desk closer to mine. There's really no escape now unless I were to jump through the window. I don't know why you're complaining. The view is nice. I mean, what?
Oh my.
I said nothing. How do show image? Here you go. You want that? Was that a no?
Yeah, I got it.
Alright, cool.
I'm just gonna send it to you.
What?
I'm sending it to you for fun.
Cool. Jumping out the window isn't the best option, sadly.
PTV deal with it.
Deal with it.
Aww.
You want that? Sounds like a no.
I have to fix this, I'm sorry.
Okay. But do you want that image?
I have that on my phone actually. Like a picture of her with that look.
Okay.
I like it.
Yes.
What's wrong, Hichan? Huh? Oh, Hee-chan, have you been thinking about what you said yesterday? You said that you would think about joining the student council, didn't you? It's okay, Hee-chan. We were talking about it after you left, and it would be rude to expect you to already have an answer for us this early, right? Right?
It's like, you know, you have to.
Student council!
I'm so happy these two are able to laugh at my expense. And even more pleased to know that both of them know how crazy the two can be. Now that that's over, Shizune snaps back into serious mode and snacks today's assignment on the back of her hand, an overly dramatic and important way. When actually doing stuff, it's mostly just reading. In fact, there are only two problems. I just want to say something about how her rush to get started seems a bit much, considering the small amount of work. In fact, Shizune probably knows how little there is and simply doesn't care. Yeah, it doesn't seem like work doesn't matter if she or her as much as the fact that there is work. The actual amount is unimportant. She approaches everything with the same level of ambition. Hey, it's Hanako.
Hi, Hanako.
While I'm reading, I let my eyes wander from the room and catch Hanako trying to her hands solving a problem. It looks like she's working alone. I can't remember seeing her working with other people before. Thinking back at how shy she is, it's understandable. Hey, that girl over there.
Huh? Who, Hee-chan?
Her, Hanako, over there. Why does she always work alone?
I think so, Hee-chan. Do you feel sorry for her because she's alone?
I was just thinking that maybe she would work with us or something.
No. I don't think that would be a good idea, Hee-chan.
Yeah, this is you with me. Like, no. Okay.
No.
So you're saying if we weren't in this situation, you wouldn't do that?
I don't know what you mean.
Mm-hmm. Why not?
Seichang wouldn't get along with her.
Why? I wonder why.
I don't remember. I think they just really don't like each other.
Is she threatened?
Well, Lily and Susanna don't get along, and she's Lily's best friend, so I think that's why.
Why? Misha's on
They're
shovels.
cousins, but they really don't like each other.
Oh, Lily and Shizune are cousins?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, not expecting that. Quite odd. Quite odd indeed. Misha shovels around the question, letting us laugh. That sounds very strange. It's nervous, but lifting up and down quality presents that everything she says.
Just because, Ichan.
By now, Shizune has noticed our conversation and is making me realize again how Misha is gonna sign everything she was about to say the whole time.
What, Shishan? The friend of my enemy is my enemy? That sounds harsh. I'm not going to say that.
You just said it.
See, the friend of my enemy is an enemy. That's why she doesn't like her.
So don't be your enemy's friend. I'm here.
Don't be friends with Lily.
Oh, I thought you said don't be friends with Milana.
I know, Hichan. It's fine if you're over here.
I wonder if Mita's way of keeping things fair, since without her, I wouldn't be able to understand the things Shizune is saying, and vice versa. Is that always also why she signs all the time? So there's never a conversation Shizune will never be left out of?
Anyway, should we start on the problems now, Hichan?
We finished this time to spare, and I decided to ask if there's any alternatives to the cafeteria, as frankly, the food is so far has been subpar. In this sense, Shizune and Misha argue among themselves about their favorite restaurants. All of them are downtown, so I don't think we have time to go all the way there. And what about the bill? Are they arguing just for the fun of it? Maybe. They seem to be distracted by it, and doesn't notice the start of an actual lunch break. I look over the shoulder towards the back of the classroom. She seems to be studying her notes from the previous class. It's an odd sight. Everyone else in class is busy in themselves lunch break. Socializing, gossiping, rearranging their desks. The ones with actual box lunches mixed in with chattering like everyone else, only interrupted by short bursts of eating. But when I watch Hanako, it feels like I'm the only one who could see her, almost as she was invisible, sort of hiding in sight. Is she being bullied? Is she being isolating herself from the rest of the class on her own accord? Here, look from her shoulder towards the classroom. Come to think of it, she hasn't turned a page since I started watching her. I guess she's waiting for someone. I do what I always do. I don't know what to do. Are you gonna walk towards her? Like now. I've already started one of my books I borrowed yesterday.
Oh, that's weird.
What?
In my route, it gave me a choice if I wanted to go talk to Hanako, if I wanted to read a book. And this one, it didn't.
Probably
It's because we don't know her well enough. Because in my route, we talk to her just a little bit more.
Yeah, of course. You're Hanako. Of course you know what Hanako would say.
Weird.
Took me to school to fill the empty moments between class. Find the... I would probably do this. Damn, like, I don't... You find a page that I creased the corner to mark the spots I left yesterday night. Up from there. Misha and Susune are still arguing, probably about the restaurant bill. If I joined them, I would get caught up in worse, get grilled about joining the student council. Misha isn't speaking loud. There is nobody who could hear them. What they are talking about. Why does she tend to sign everything when Susune doesn't understand what's being said? Or even more strangely, when Susune is not around at all. What's in all its conflicts and habits? I find it hard to focus on the books. Besides the lunch break, beckons me to leave the dullness of the classroom. I do so, heading down to the cafeteria. Misa and Shizune, having come to the conclusion that one kind or another have fallen in my wake, though still talking to their animated fashion. Just around the corner, though something hits me in the chest with the force of a runaway train. It is...
Voice.
Ouch. Yep.
Voice.
Do your highest pitch.
What? Okay, sure.
Let me hear it.
I have to have something to read.
Okay. Opening my eyes, I see a pair of saucer-like green eyes looking at me. They belong to a perpetrator, a short girl who bumped into me, now falling down in the hallway floor. She's wearing a PE uniform and a very worried frown. The former strikes me rather strange thing to have on during lunch break. More striking than that, though, she doesn't have legs. Or does she? But they are not flesh and bone. Her pale, very flesh and bone thighs and shins feet have black metallic and plastic-like metal material. They look disturbingly artificial and unnatural. It almost makes me forget that my chest is hurting. Girl winces a little, rubs her nose, and jumps in. Why does this remind
Oh man, hey, are you alright? I'm sorry about that, really. Kill my voice. Kill it. I'm gonna continue with that, okay.
Does that sound good to you?
It'll be fine.
Why does it look like she's crying?
Because she's crying.
Okay.
PTV ship it yo.
God, I hope we don't do the Emmy route.
The chat said, ship it, yo.
Ship it, yo.
They want it. They want the Amy.
The sex scene with that voice.
Yes.
I wasn't looking where I was going and you just came out of nowhere. Sorry. Sorry.
What does that remind me of?
I don't know.
It reminds me
I've
of.
never done this before.
It feels familiar.
I'm fine.
You're fine, fine. Drink some
I need
water.
water.
Go get some water. I'll read everything.
I'm fine.
Go get some water.
I am fine.
Water.
Hey.
Water.
Just keep going.
He's looking really apologetic in a hurt puppy way of looking apologetic. I quickly forget why I was being angry or anything, since hurt puppies are my weak spot. Okay, don't worry about it. Ouch! Oh, I'm having a heart attack. I say that, but the stinging pain grows in my chest, and I know this is the biggest possible danger of my condition. Don't overexert yourself. Get your medical condition. Most of all, don't get hit in the chest. Oh. You already fucked up there. Try to rub my solar plexus, chase the pain away, holding my breath in an attempt to hear my heartbeat. Seems normal.
Hey, should I get a nurse?
What is that? Was
I
that?
think it was young Gethel's voice before she got evil.
That was probably it. 'Cause that reminds me of something. I was like, what is that?
It's also my Sorome voice, but I mean, you haven't, or my Sayori voice, but you haven't heard that. Just my Sayori voice for me.
Who's Sayori?
Doki Doki Literature Club.
Who's Sayori? Oh, right. Sayori.
Doki Literature Club.
Yes, but think. Kill.
Yeah. Oh lord.
This is my protagonist. What? No, that's not her voice. Her voice is more like, around here? No. And, what's her name?
Yuri, Natsuki, Monica.
This was Yuri's voice. Around here. Well, something like that. I don't quite remember what I did. You remember?
I'm gonna watch your playthroughs now.
It's horrible. Don't do that. And they're not Suki. This was not. I purposely gave her the most manliest voices.
I remember that.
Yes.
I remember that.
This is before I knew what Buff Suki was.
I don't remember what Monica sounded like, but I remember what Natsuki sounded like.
Yeah. Natsuki. I love
You
me.
still have like a Boston accent.
Are you saying that with Boston?
My.
It's gonna be Ren's
What's
voice
having
doing
dragged
it.
here?
Okay.
You know, there's a bunch of scenes later on where all 5 of the girls talk to each other. And it's gonna kill me.
Sorry.
Actually kill me. This will be the death of Angela, everyone.
I'll take some of them. The worried, high-pitched voice when the girl snapped me out of it. Ha ha!
I don't think it's that high pitched. But okay.
It's Suki!
Why is your voice higher than mine?
I don't know.
I'm an alto tenor when I sing, so
What?
it's fine.
It's fine.
Hi, I'm a girl and I'm a tenor. Cheers, love.
I don't know what that means. I don't speak
It
music.
means that I don't sing in a girl range because my voice is too low.
I don't sit in any range because I'm terrible. A few seconds dumbfounded until I realized I probably looked worse off than I really was. Double over myself and looking all tense. Am I overly worried about my heart? No need, I'm fine. Managing to say something in response, I pull myself up, right, playing my sore ribs. What? You want me to say her line with that super high voice? Just one.
Yeah, go for it.
Well, now it's time to take a deep breath. He just knocked the wind out of me, big time. But it's nothing more than that. Sorry.
Go for it.
Sorry, the thought of it just made me laugh.
I know, that's why I have myself on push to talk all the time. 'Cause these voices are hard, man.
They're hard, man. Is it okay
Some
if
of them are really easy, actually.
Sorry. All I remember was Shizune going. Yes, that's adorable. Can I do that noise at the beginning? You know what I'm talking about? The Can I do that?
Sure.
Sir, you sure? You sure you're okay? I hit you pretty hard.
Oh, wow.
Sorry. It's okay. I said I was fine. It's nothing broken, no harm done. Am I reading that too?
Oh, do you want me to read it again?
Do you want me to read it again?
No, I'll continue reading it. It's fine.
Do you want the ear torture?
Headphones users.
Hey.
I'll just read it again.
That's good. I will.
I feel a hand on my shoulder at the same time the girl's eyes. Oh. I didn't even get to read it. It just skipped it.
Yeah, I know.
Text history. I feel a hand on my shoulder at the same time as the girl's eyes widen in horror, and whatever it was saying gets interrupted by a very horrified. I don't have time to look behind me.
Oh no.
Because Shizune is already shoving me aside and stomping over the girl, signing furiously at her.
Last names.
Oh, god damn it. Miss Ibarazaki.
Ibarazaki.
Miss Ibarazaki, I saw that running in the halls is strictly forbidden.
Misha translated right on Shizune's tail, but her voice is carelessly playful, not full of divine fury. Shizune's arms movements would be seen to call for.
Sorry, I was just going to get some stuff and I was kind of in a hurry.
Should I just rename the stream, headphone users beware?
Yes, you should.
Alright,
Because one, your mic is having a heart attack, and two, how many voices now is that you have to turn down to hear?
It turned out to you.
I can't wait for Little Miss World Domination Cockroach Red.
I don't know.
Rib.
Reb.
Remember you wanted her voice to be the cockroach voice?
Okay. Oh, Red. I think.
Yes.
Head.
Red.
Phones. Users. Beware. Update.
Really, any people who aren't profoundly deaf, beware.
You're deaf and you could still die.
I'm not deaf in both ears. My one
My
ear is really happy right now. It's like, what a nice world we live in.
Like, oh, we did not get to hear this monstrosity happen.
Yes. I feel like if someone walked into my bedroom right now and they heard me doing this, they'd just be like, that's what you want to do for your career? That? I'd be
Do
like,
what?
no, I swear it's just a hobby. Wait a second.
I want to go deaf.
I was like, I want to go deaf. Hey, yo, you hear that? Gotta
The
pump
mic
up the
popping?
volume. I mean, what?
Pump up the volume? No, do not pump up the volume.
Oh yeah! And then like your ears are gonna bleed after this.
You've been told this 1,000 times before. Your reckless behavior endangers other students, and even worse, it's especially against school regulations.
Explicitly.
Yes.
And also, you almost killed me.
Yes.
The girl blushing starts
Yeah.
Yeah. I deserve to die. What? Starts fidgeting and least nervously like a little child caught misbehaving. It's so cute I find myself smiling.
I know that. I was just...
Killing the birds.
Yes.
What's I talking about?
Kill the birds, I mean.
Yes. The birds. They are wonderful. They are not dead right now. More ha 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 ha. Okay, that's perfect.
What did you just do that for?
Oh, I'm testing. I'm testing something out. So, if it like goes past a certain point of no return, I feel like just smacking my mic right now. I have this strange urge to smack my mic. You want it?
Yeah, I'll smack mine too. Go for it. Go for it.
I have the weird urge to just say you've been a very bad girl.
Alright, I'm gonna smack it and see what happens. So, like, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. What did it do?
That's what it sounded like. You wanna hear my mic slap?
Yes, go for it.
Do it.
How did that feel?
Oh, now it's having another heart attack.
Yeah, because it fell down.
It hates you.
It's me. Is it okay?
Yes.
I hit it so hard it fell down.
Make sure that this will not happen again, although I'm sure telling you this is futile and only causes me further headache when you choose to ignore the regulations.
My regulations. What?
This is all Shizune, isn't it? She's... Got that, Amy?
The small girl sticks her tongue out in response. Thank you.
I gotta go.
I gotta go. I gotta go. Teacher had my head. I promised to help with the printouts, but I'm running instead. Sorry, but I've got to change and everything.
Bye, Amy.
Before Misha and Suzuna, or I could say anything, she's already bolted and where she was a second ago, almost halfway towards the stairwell. Suzuna looks at me, looks like she's gonna go nuclear on the spot, so I smell her in a vain attempt to calm her down.
Are you okay, Ishin? But, Ibarzaki. Ibarzaki girl is always like that, causing trouble to others.
You know, I'm pretty certain Shizune wouldn't call me he.
Never mind.
Wait. Sorry, I had a weird thought right now.
Man,
I think you know.
so that Angela can't voice act, is that what it is?
No. I was thinking like if like Misha translates sex. If she's just there.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry to ruin your fantasy, but he'll learn sign language.
Oh, that's.
And Shizune is right, he learns sign language.
I guess we lose Misha's importance in this game. That's too bad.
Unless you would have an affair with her.
Yeah, anyways, I'm okay.
got the wind knocked out of me. It would have been strange if like she still needed the translations during the map.
Yeah, maybe she's just there and she's like, I'm going to translate that moan.
Like, ah.
And then she's just like, what's his name again? Yusao. Touch me again in that exact spot. And he's just like, Misha, go away. It's just like, but I'm her translator. I'm always here. That's great, Hishan.
I wouldn't call that great, but let's let it slide for one time.
We have to run now. There's an important student council meeting regarding the festival, and we finally decided where to eat. Too bad you can't join, but this lunch meeting is only for student council members.
Now you have to join.
We can take you there some other time, but... Oh, but that'd be like a date, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I'm not opposed to that. What? The girls leave for downstairs. I didn't manage to get that far from the third floor hallway before all the commotion struck clearly. I should get going as well. Do you hear my hallway?
No.
That highway.
I think there's like a second here before we get to Ren, so I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Okay. Then I will. Lunch and afternoon class pass uneventfully. I read most of the book I had started yesterday and eat some of the most inedible offerings of the cafeteria. My class is tiresome. The teacher seems like an okay person despite the weird first impression. And the material is relatively interesting. However, the way it teaches is really bizarre. It's as if he expects that everyone is a natural genius. Of course. Well, the final bell sounds. I realize that there's still a lot of time left in the day, and I'm left wondering what to do. It's odd. At a hospital, I had 24 hours a day of free time, but here filled considerably shorter hours felt difficult. Everyone else leaves, and I'm left alone with the teacher. Muto is examining the assignment sheets we are working on earlier. Welcome back! Marking them with the red ball pen. Raising his eyes on his paper briefly, he notices me and furrows his brow. Hello, honestly 365. Welcome to the channel. I'm gonna die right now, and I'm taking off my earphones.
Honestly 365. Welcome to the channel.
That is always loud, as all living. What is it, Nakai? I jump him and address me, and I guess it's natural to spark some conversation since there's no one else around. Nothing. I was thinking that I'd do after school. The teacher slowly puts the cap on the pen he is holding and arranges his papers into a stack, clacking it against the desk twice. He seems very methodical. For a brief moment, I'm reminded of Shizune, but the teacher is more unhurried and relaxed and more routined. You have no plans? No. I consider joining a club, but I don't know what kind of club would interest me. Go observe the meetings of someone else's club. Might pique your interest. I guess. But I don't know how to continue from there. Muto looks at me in a way that makes me quickly want to take the words back to avoid conversation. I can't, so I have to forge ahead. I just don't know how to deal with people. I mean, other students. I'm talking to people and everything, so it's not that I'm isolated or anything, but I just don't know how to think about it. Disabilities, it feels like I'm being impolite if I pay attention to them, and it's weird to ignore them. Damned if I do, damned if I don't. Teacher scratches his cheek absent-mindedly, I looked very unresponsive. These things are only an issue if you make them one. You can talk normally with people even if you are blind or something. Try to look behind the superficial. There are not a single student there who are still just normal kids beyond whatever they might seem at first glance. He says the same thing as Yuko did. I know they're right, but it's hard. How can you consider, for example, Shizune's deafness when the only way to communicate with her is through Misha? Or Hanako? It's not like you could ignore her face, but... Oh god! I'm interrupted by the door of a classroom suddenly slapping open.
Teacher!
Misha crashes in with hands straight in an enthusiastic greeting, her voice loud and lively enough to wake the dead from their graves. She starts towards the teacher's desk, and her bounce step, hands energetically, swings out with the rhythm. Muto visibly dismayed at the interruption, and Misha in general slumps in his chair. Mikado. Misha stops in her tracks and looks around clueless, as if she's sensing from his tone that something's wrong, but has no idea what. Yeah, my tone shift.
Yes?
You have talked about volume control before.
Yes.
She doesn't lower her voice at all, and the teacher just rubs his eyes. So what is it?
We need help. We're running out of supplies for the festival stands. What?
This is a distress.
I've never heard someone say that.
This is a distress. There you go, I said it for you.
It's just kind of weird sounding, like disaster, I've heard.
This is a disaster.
Or this is distressful, not this is a distress.
I've seen memes for that.
I guess she's a meme.
Is she not?
Well, I think she is a meme, isn't Misha a meme?
Probably like before she was, but like not recently.
Well, just skip it.
She waves a pink slip of paper she's holding around. So, go get some supplies from the art room. What's the problem with that?
Plywood! Plywood is always the problem. Last time we wanted more, there was only a little, but that time we just took it all and went with that.
Oh.
Now there's like none left there, so do you know where there is some more?
I don't understand. How would I know?
I mean, the president thought that the teacher would know if there's plywood. Was she wrong?
Mito looks like he's in great pain. From his entire essence. And Misha doesn't get it at all. Like, god damn it, this girl. Looking at the two of them communicating is terrible. Looks like a man being tortured by drills. By drilling his skull open while blasting pop music at full volume at the same time. Hey, you would do that, right?
Huh?
No? Pop?
Oh yeah, the pop music, yes.
Oh, I was thinking about the drilling the skull open, but yes. I'm afraid I have no idea if there's any plywood in the school, let alone if there would be any and that there was any.
What should I do?
Perhaps try to find Mr. Naomi. I'm quite sure he would know where to find everything you need. You have to pry them from his cold, dead hands, but that's a different matter.
I don't have time. We're so busy.
Yes, busy. She holds her heads and both their hands, looking as desperate as possible. For a person like her, without any notice, she crumples a note and holds it against her hair.
I shouldn't even be fetching these things. There's so much to do and we're falling behind the schedule.
Noto looks at her gravely and then suddenly smiles. Smiling doesn't fit this face. It'd be better if you didn't. I wonder if you would get some temporary help. Oh god, no. He switches to staring at me focusedly with hard expression, as if trying to say, go make some friends. Like, you're lonely. Go join the student council.
Student council.
I guess I could give you a hand.
You can? Thanks, Hichan. You are really nice.
She pauses, does the double take, and then points at me with her finger, yelping. Ah! And looks very puzzled.
Come to think of it, what's Hichan doing here? Class is over. You should be having fun.
Yes, like joining the student council.
Hey, you know what you could do if you're not having any fun? You could join the student council.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say something else. Sorry, my
Stop.
my mind.
Out of the gutter.
Yes, my mind was in the gutter. We were just having a little chat.
Oh no. It's not detention, is it? Are you in trouble, Hichan?
No, only you would be in trouble. No, I'm not.
Is Hichan in trouble, teacher?
No, he's not. I exercise deeply, and I feel like I have to help. Make sure to get her off the teacher's back. So, what do you need?
Here's a list. I can try and find the plywood from somewhere if there's none in the art room. Oh, the art room.
Yeah. She offers me a note she's holding. I take it hesitantly a bit. I said I'd help you, but has no implications on whatever I'm joining this council or not.
Aww.
Yes, the student council.
Still, thanks, Hichan. Try to be quick. We're on a building streak now. We must hurry.
She bounces out of the classroom, leaving me to the teacher looking at each other, with something that feels like a silent agreement. Well, there you have it, Nakai. You have something to do now. Please don't sound so smug. Looking at the list with a number of items ranging from paint to plywood, all written in small, neat handwriting, with undoubtedly Shizune's, I give a sigh. I'll be going then. Waving a long list and limply at the teacher, I exit the hallway. The classroom closest to ours are designed belonging in the classes 3, 1, 3, 2, and so on, and 3, 4 on the left side, each door looking exactly the same. Further down the corridor, still identical doors and rooms I didn't think were classes. I guess the art room is not a classroom as such. I carefully pushed open the furthest door to peek in. The classroom seems to be rather kept and not in use. Fireplace. Desks, chairs all over the room. Air of dust settled on them. There's some easels and corner, so at least it looks like it's the right place. The room is flustered in sunlight from the big window, shadow creeping all over the desks. Specks of dust are dancing in straight, stagnant air, making the beams of light almost visible. Jokingly, I call into the empty room. Anyone help? Something catches my eye and I stop mid-sentence. Oh, that music. Sitting on the desk, a short-haired girl, curiously wearing a boy's uniform. What was that? Did you hear that?
No.
I didn't say uniform, I said uniform.
Firm.
With a
That's
fork,
nice.
a fork between her toes, morsel of food stuck between the end. Sounds like what you would say. Is it not?
I guess so.
I guess so.
I'm just psyching myself up for this voice. I'm sorry.
This cockroach girl? Is this the one you hate?
I do hate her, but I mean, what can I say?
The way of the dining seems to be caused by her apparent lack of hands, but her presence here is what makes me aback even more. Why don't you like her?
I think she's annoying.
Is she?
A little bit.
Is it because she reminds you of you? How did I miss her before? That sounds like a yes. She's sitting in a corner very still, and I'm still somehow took her apart from the furnishing and statue of a first glance. I'm not too observant today as a whole. The girl seems to be frozen in place, staring at me with her huge eyes, like a rabbit in headlights. She stared at me with her mouth agape, ready to accept the fork. I'm staring at my mouth wide open, suddenly remembering I didn't finish my sentence and trying to think of what I should. The weird statement keeps us both stunned in silence, punctuated only by the wall clock ticking rhythmically.
Hello.
All I heard was hello. That's what I thought you were gonna do. The girl stuffs her fork full of mouth and stares at me expectantly while chewing. This is a bit awkward. Hello, I was told to pick up some supplies from here for some festival stalls. I think I didn't. There would be someone here.
There isn't. That's why I came here too.
Oh. He picks up another forkful. Doesn't that mean you're here then? She raises her eyebrow as if she's suspecting my observation was false.
Why does it just say yo? Oh, okay. I was like, it just says yo.
You should have said yo.
You are pretty observant. I guess it does, but who are you?
The girl's pretty straightforward, isn't she? I'm Nakai. Isao Nakai. I just transferred in on Monday.
I'm Rin. Rin Tezuka.
Yes.
I won't shake hands with you, but at least we know who we are now.
Her smug face and that voice is perfect.
I know.
It's like perfect. That voice and that face.
This is just Ren's voice. This is Ren's voice. That's very nice.
Her deadpan manner of talking makes it hard to determine whether she's joking or shaking hands or not. It bothers me joking about these matters doesn't feel appropriate at all. Well, I'm trying to figure out though what's appropriate or whether this girl is. She seems to have lost interest in me, now gazing yearningly back at her food.
Can I continue my lunch? If you don't mind me, I won't mind you.
Wow.
If you need to get your stuff, the supplies are in the back.
Go right ahead, but school's already over for the day.
What would you use then? There's no word for a meal you eat after lunch, but before dinner, right? It bothers me very much too, but I don't really know what I should say.
How do they have brunch, but not whatever that is?
I don't know.
I'll have a second breakfast, but not a second lunch.
Oh, loud.
What?
Please, let Amy and Rin not have a conversation at the same time, dear Lord.
Linder. That's what it's called.
Linder?
Yeah, Linder. It's Lunder.
Lunder?
Lunder. I don't know. Yes. I don't think you're supposed to eat meals between lunch and dinner to begin with.
but I'm hungry now, and my delicious box of lunch won't go to waste otherwise. I have curry. It's very delicious.
I don't think that was curry.
It looked like rice.
It was a portion of
I want
rice.
to see her use chopsticks.
There is rice in curry, yes.
I want to see that happen.
I don't think she uses chopsticks. That's why she had a fork in her hand. Fork.
Don't we love Ren's voice?
Forks and knives. Forks and knives.
Ren's voice is fantastic.
You want me to... Oh my god, you're perfect. I mean, what? Sorry. With much decisiveness, Rin once again picks up the force between her toes, and with at least as much impoliteness, he points it straight at me. You're gonna die, friend.
So, Nikai, what brings you to this place?
Yep, it's curry.
I am.
Like I said, I told you just looking for things.
No, the school. From the outside, you look fine. Is your problem inside?
Yes. I'm dead
This
inside.
bit gets great, by the way.
Okay. I come to a full stop opening my mouth and not getting a word out.
I can guess. I'm good at guessing. Better than most people.
You?
Yeah, a little bit.
Rin cuts me off before I can answer a question on skirts around. Somehow I don't know which I would have throws in front of another issue. I haven't even told anyone here about my condition, or maybe because it really hasn't come up. I do get the feeling that not making an issue of part of school code here, as teacher said. I wonder if people here would relate. Probably not, because any better would be a normal person could. Can't relate to Shuna's circumstances. What's that? Circumstances. Or Lilith's either. Naturally, while I go through this in my head, Rin keeps considering what my consider could be. Condition. An overly contemplative look on her face. She puts her fork between her lips and leans back, looking at the scene as if the answer is written up there. Beam lights illuminate her face on the window side, creating a mask of darkness shadow on the other side.
I don't think it's anything with your head, and something in your guts would be boringly ordinary, like this lunch of mine, and less delicious.
Oh my god, I
Must
knew
be
it!
in your pants.
I was thinking that.
You want my pop filter back? I feel like everyone should have my pop filter back at this point.
Fine. It's perfect for that voice. It's
Yes.
the perfect. Yeah, that's exactly what my first thought was. Like, oh, with your, but I wasn't gonna say the word. Like, your doesn't work.
It's obviously a problem with your thing. It doesn't work properly. That's the problem, clearly.
That was my first thought. I like your little laugh. It's the messed up Sherlock Holmes kind of statement with that sheer lack of tact was delivered with the catchiest of completely off guard. I think I must have reeled back even physically as Rin's eyes widened in revelation and astonishment.
So I was right. There's something wrong with your tinkle, isn't there?
Tackle.
Tackle.
Still partially in shock, but recognized the need to reply something and spit out the first thing I come up with. No, nothing like that. I have a heart problem, arrhythmia. That's what's up.
Yes.
I said it more
It's
like it.
ooh, ooh.
That's like, But I said it.
Nope.
The girl in front of me pursues her lips together and glows to me, looking very disappointed.
How boring. Trouble in the pants would have been much more scandalous.
Yes.
Skip the YouTube ad already.
I was thinking something else. Like, yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna say what I'm thinking, but you know what I'm thinking.
You must have erectile dysfunction.
Huh? Did I teach you that word?
No.
Okay. What's this reaction? I'm sorry to let you down.
I forgive you. Just I collect people and a person with you, you know? That kind of problem would have been really great.
What?
I don't know.
All I know is she has a collection of people. I'm assuming she has a...
I guess she likes to study people.
Oh, I thought it was like, oh, like this is a quarter collection. These are all quarters, but they all have a different state thingy. Bob.
I used to collect quarters with states because I thought it was really cool to have American coins, but eh.
Yes, we had 2 sets, and they are gone. Collect people.
People with different problems.
So like, go ask people what's wrong with them.
Pretty much.
I see. With little left to say, Rin resumes her lunch and conversation dies away. But I keep thinking about what I said. Are you sure you don't want to date her? I mean, are you sure you don't want to...
Oh wait, that Gina Marbles voice. I forgot about that. I love imitating that Gina Marbles voice. I'm doing that one day.
I don't know what you're talking about, but okay.
One day you'll see.
Okay. The first time I told anyone else about my condition, other people have either known about it already or heard about it else. Or didn't need to know about it like every other student here so far. That I have told its natural parts of infection expected of me. I am Miss Hal. I have a very serious heart condition. That's how I'm supposed to go around introducing myself from now on. As if disabilities were to define us. How disgusting talk. Or maybe the tattoo girl who has unnatural interest in such thing. I walk in the back of the room, pick up the items on Marsh's list. A chance opens to study Rin in the corner of my eye. The hair born to a burn, almost orange, cropped short, long hair and almost impossible with no arms. The boy uniform, lack of arms, made it look very thin, almost scrawny. And she is no particular except the murky green eyes with flicker relentless from below her shorted bangs, even as she eats.
What happened to your voice?
I do not know. The distance of the shadows made it seem as they don't reflect sunlight at all, but instead absorb all within like a deep wells. She moves the feet almost as different as a normal person would their arms. However, I would see how the sight would discomfort people, especially while eating. It makes me feel a bit uncomfortable, at least. I hesitate to think the word unnatural, but it is too late now, isn't it? I keep searching the cabinets and shelves for meshes, things, but after enough time passes and growing too comfortable, as I try to force some conversation out of this strange girl. So, do you always eat alone this late, or do you have an occasional visitor?
Visitors? Maybe you're my first occasional visitor, but I don't always eat alone either. Sometimes I eat with a certain person on the roof if she's not horsing around.
Wonder who that is.
It's frickin' Emmy, which means I have to do voices at the same time.
Horsing?
She likes to do sports.
Her face. That's all I could think to say. Both of us fall silent again as Rin forks the last bit of her meal in her mouth. Look down at the hall and double check with Misha's list. It seems to have everything except plywood. So I think I have all the things now.
That's very nice for you. Don't feel obligated to stay. I was about to take a nap anyway.
I literally squint my eyes like that. I'm just like, I hate you.
Do the voice or in general?
Did you the voice?
Okay. Well, my eyes are always like that.
You need to do whatever you're going to do with the stuff anyway, right? Or perhaps you like to watch girls sleeping.
Yes. Moving on.
No.
I don't think that would make a thing, but Ring looks serious. Even I did. I think I'll be going. Even he agrees. I'll catch you around. Tetsu.
You can call me Rin. I feel that our relationship is at this point that good enough to warrant this much.
I don't know why, but I'm gonna show you a show.
I know, you always show me a show with my voices, except for my English accent. And you're just like, that just sounds so darn normal.
I was already turning to make an exit, but she draws me back in. Fine, then I'm Hisao.
Then you are.
Sorry.
I swear, this voice and my Razzle voice are the most fun things in the whole world.
Ren looks at me hard in the eyes, but it's this imitating feeling you get when someone stares at you and isn't there. Like she's actually not looking at me at all. She blinks a couple of times and can't figure out why I pause like this, just popping between us out of nowhere.
See you later, Hisao.
Sorry.
Do you enjoy this?
Yes. Why would I
Does
not?
anyone else enjoy this?
I'm sure people enjoy this. There's something like a tiny smile there in her face, maybe. Is there a tiny smile on your face, maybe?
Oh, totally.
I quietly back out the room as
Oh lord, the sex scene with that voice.
Oh my. Wow.
Please don't make me do that. No. Keep it PG, visual novel.
All that makes me think of is Nigel Thornberry. You know what Nigel Thornberry is, right?
Yes.
Oh, you've seen it?
No.
Oh, but you know what it is, though.
Yes.
The guy with the nose and the hair.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think it sounds like Squidward, but be it as it may.
SpongeBob. SpongeBob.
My
Alright.
life is so pitiful because I just try and work, and then this stupid kid gets in my way every time.
That's my Squidward impression, and I know it's terrible, but I don't care.
It's like almost there. It's good. I quietly back out the room as I shut the door in front of my face. I whisper to myself, "Oh, what an intriguing person." That's one way to put it. From inside, a muffling sing-song voice.
I heard that.
I heard that. Oh, Did that scare you too?
What did she hear?
I jumped at the sudden appearance of Misha, who had not heard approaching despite the complete empty hallway.
Misha's disability is teleportation.
So Somehow she had gotten into jumping distance of me without making a sound. Creepy. It's brief reminds me of Kenji's nutty theory about global feminist conspiracy, but I pushed that thought aside. Yeah. What? I didn't say anything.
I need water.
Go drink some water.
I don't have it.
Go get some water. I'll wait for it. I'll do the Misha. Go get some water. Go down to the kitchen. All right. Shizune, standing slightly behind Misha, looks aloof as she couldn't have heard the remark that drew Misha's attention, but Misha's visibly excited.
No, wait, more importantly, who is in there? There's no club meetings today.
He tries to curiously peek past me, even though the door prevents me from doing so. See it anyways. What are you doing here?
You took so long that we had to come and check. What's wrong? That's no good, Hishan.
She wags her finger at me scoldingly. You do that.
I found plywood, but everything else is still missing because you are tardy.
Oh, sorry. I got the things here. I was gonna bring them.
I think you were up to some mischief, Hishan. Who was in there with you? I wonder.
Misha signed something quickly to Shizune, pointing at her ears a couple of times. Shizune immediately pushes her way past me and opens the door to the classroom I just left. The only thing I can imagine that shock she was experiencing, and Shizune distinctly and aptitude, the insolence of a daring to face school property by sleeping on top of it must be so much for her to bear. And indeed, she stares at Rin, frozen in place apart from the side, but noticeably trembling in her shoulders from suppressed rage, I'm sure. Instead of blowing up, Shizune just takes a few deep breaths, adjusts her glasses, and slams the door shut, instead of sighing furiously at Misha. Maybe she did blow up, but I can't understand it. Look at that image. You want it?
Yes.
Image.
Okay.
Okay. She shoots very low, stares at me too, but it is somehow my fault that Rin is sleeping in the way on the tables. I hope she's not getting any funny ideas on the reason of my tardiness.
Hello.
Rin's voice comes from the side of the door and takes a few eye blinks to realize she must have had trouble opening it. I open the door to find Rin directly behind me, looking at us on half-interested, half-sleepy face.
Dear Lord, I don't want to do all these voices at once. Okay, let's go. Hello. Miss Suzuka, what do you think you were doing? You absolutely are not permitted to use school property for such, disgraceful activity. It sure is suddenly very crowded in here. I didn't know it was this popular.
It's hard to say whether she's happy or unhappy with this turn of events. At any rate, she ignores Shizune and Misha scolding her, so there's no choice to drop the issue. Shizune taps Misha's shoulder, points at Rin, and makes squint signs.
Popularity aside, please don't do that anymore. Anyway, how is your project going? Will it be done for the festival?
Rin looks at him blankly, apparently at ease under the pressure Shizune's closed stares put at her.
I keep wondering about that myself, too. And we'll think about it harder.
As Misha signs her replies to Suzune, her face turns to an unsatisfactory frown. Disgust. Wow.
Miss Suzuka, please try again to take this seriously. It'll be a disaster if the wall looks like someone threw up their lunch onto it.
Ooh. Rin nods assertively.
We'll think about it more seriously.
Misha actually giggles at that, but Suzune does not even after translation. She just shakes her head, takes the materials from me, and takes off with Misha in tow. Rin frowns thoughtfully and looks after the retreating student council duo.
How rude. It's true, though. I must finish my project before the weekend. There will be dire consequences if I don't.
Me!
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
The end of the world as we know it.
Yes. As you procrastinate.
Yes. Yes.
Like weekends usually are, but more dire. Much more dire.
Yes, my everyday life.
Maybe I'll postpone the nap to unforeseen future.
Me? Am I Rin?
Yes.
Not very flattering. After what you told me. I
just think she's annoying. It's okay.
Yeah. And I'm annoying.
Strive to be my favorite character.
Okay.
Which means you have to basically be perfect.
Oh. Well, I already failed.
And like snooty and obnoxious.
Oh, I can't do that. I am about to ask. Wait, did you just describe me?
I said that I was attracted to girls like that. Did you not listen to me?
Did you know? I told you that. I'm about to ask the project that she has what are apocalyptic consequences, but she walks back in the art classroom.
Since you have nothing to do, would you like to give me a hand?
Hand. Sorry.
I knew you were going to say something about that.
This paint can doesn't fit into my bag, but I need it.
She kicks slightly, and a huge can of paint is lying on the floor next to the table she was studying on sleeping on. Let's get the dull dank clank. Being a gentleman I am, I naturally pick it up. Heavy? Yeah, so where do you need to take it?
Away.
And with that, she takes off to the hallway, me and the paint can falling since there's no choice for either of us. Wait, how does she walk with the bag?
I think she puts it on her shoulder.
Yes, I know that, but like, never mind. And Jizuna and Misha gone, so to leave towards the stairwell at the end. Every 10 or 15, 20 steps I have to change the can from one hand to another because the tin handle cuts my paw. Oh, me! At least it keeps my arms from tiring too fast. Me! Rin strolls on beside me. An uneven pace, and I have trouble matching, or maybe I am walking weird because of an extra weight. It seems one of us is constantly walking too slow or too fast, and I can't figure out which. 2 flights of stairs below, trouble appears in the form of the head nurse and his fox-like grin. Ah, Mr. Nakai, what happy coincidence! Tetsuna, too! Of course! He nods courteously to Rin, who does not acknowledge him back, then turns to me, obviously because it's me who has some business with. There's something I forgot to mention on Monday. I nod and wait impassively because I can't even begin to guess what he forgot. The feeling of handle delving deeper in the skin doesn't stick an interruption either. Oh, there's something on the floor. It's about your medications. Since you haven't been that long on your current medication, there might be some unexpected side effects which might occur adjusting dosages or even change to another kind of medication. So, we will do a few tests regularly, but I do want is for you to keep an eye on everything in your condition that feels off, if you want what I mean. Nausea, headache, anything, and come see me if something happens. Alright. So, how are you? Everything fine? I give up and drop the can to the floor without answering him. Apparently this takes longer than 2 biceps to handle. I'm about to say something generic as an answer, but I realize how often I've done that lately. Other people have asked me that too. Teachers, students here, my parents, visitors, nurses, doctors at the hospital. Everyone seems to be concerned about that. It's natural for the hospital, not so much for the school. Except this school. It's a small school, and both the student base and the faculty seem to be very tightly knit. At the very that's feeling I'm getting. And it's not the kind of school that gets transfer students too often. The thought sends a shiver up my spine, but I get the generic answer anyways. That's great. Also, one other thing. My sources tell me you've been in neither the school track nor even the pool, so I'd like to know if you've taken any exercising as I ask.
Nope, don't go exercise. Don't go talk to Amy. No.
Of course, I haven't, but the way of inquiring gives me a feel that I should have been running my ass off on the track since the very first day. What? You have people spying on me? Not as such. I happen to know a few people, but that's not the issue here, so don't try to slip out of it. Well, I was actually gonna do some improvised weightlifting as an exercise. I pick up a lift and can up and down a few times in sad imitation of a bodybuilder, even though I'm weighing down my arms painfully. The stupid grin disappears from face for a second and comes back like it was never gone. Tetsuka, can you give me a second? Nurse grabs my shoulder without waiting for Rin's permission, which he didn't even get in the first place, and drags me aside. When I told you to exercise, I wasn't joking. I understand that you're still on your first week and all, but don't ignore the importance of this. And the reason I'm coming down this hard on you is the habits are not easy to form. The more you slip up on, the harder it will be. And the same goes for everything like dieting. Like, can you promise me to be more serious about this from now on? No.
Oh my god, all the save states.
Maybe or yes.
Yes?
Are you sure?
Yes?
Okay. Yeah, I promise. Definitely. He studies me for a moment and then he shrugs, smiling again. Okay, that's more like it. If you go to the school track tomorrow morning, you'll meet my spy, who's probably has no qualm for your consultation to you if you want to jog a bit. Get consultation. See you around. He's like the creepiest person here. Besides, Spaceman, Kagi. He leaves with a wave in his hand and no answer, and I walk to Rin, who has been waiting idly, leaning against the hallway wall and staring at a pale light fixture in the sea. Ooh, me! Even when I approach, she doesn't move her eyes off of them. Ooh, me.
Are you getting medications for your heart thingy?
Are you listening? Comes out more, uh, accusatory than intended, accidentally lashing out at her. But even so, I don't really want to start talking about it. I just met her. I don't know her. It's none of her business. The nurse seems to be happily ignorant about confidentiality, too. Talking about that kind of thing in public. It's not Rin's fault, is it? I look up at her, suddenly feeling a bit guilty, but Rin is just staring past my shoulders quizzically, her head tilted like a bird. I don't know why I'm trying so hard for me. I feel like there's something inexplicable lock that prevents me from being more upfront with this. Yeah, they're from my heart.
Will they make you better?
No, not really. They just make it less worse. Rin keeps looking at me for longer, and she never says anything further nor displays any kind of emotion I could discern. I'm thankful she doesn't. I think I'm not quite used to all this. At the hospital was easy because I didn't have to sort my feelings about having to live a normal life with a disability. We leave the main building, and Rin leads us onwards towards the dorm. We stopped a small patch of greenery in front of the dorm building. I wish someone could clip the Kenji part on Twitch. 'Cause
What?
you could clip it on Twitch. The Kenji scene. The one where I go insane.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that part. I want that. I want that. And
Okay.
then the dorm is built on a slight elevated ground, and the wall is few trees that everyone is circled around. Every time they come and go, it's probably the only inconvenient design of the school. The entire wall is made of some kind of bricks, and the building itself has been covered with some sort of painting. Yes. Most of the still mere sketches, quick lines drawn in black and white against the gray plaster, and covering almost the entire length of the wall, but some places look a bit more finished. There are human faces, legs, hands. I can't quite say the painting as a whole might portray. Stacks what seem to be painting cans are arranged in piles at the ground besides the wall.
My lines, yes.
Mm-hmm.
See, the left side is hardly off the ground yet. It's because I couldn't get in the mood yesterday, so I gave up and went to meditate instead. Then it was suddenly morning. I have to work on it. The guys from our art class are helping the negative spaces and base surfaces, whatever, which is a problem.
How so?
It's easier to paint big areas if there's a lot of people with hands.
Mm-hmm.
It reaches better, and it's faster too.
She goes on tangent of tangent, having waves little arms, or whatever it is, to actually demonstrate, even though I have the point already. The white cloth of a sleeve flaps around, and it makes it think it could look sadder than it does. But it does make me feel out of place, almost like every tangible reminder of the student's base special properties has few past days. The girl doesn't notice any dreary feelings, of course, or the fact that she's lost me a while ago already, and just keeps on blabbering.
So, if that's why I'm trying to figure out if there is something I need to figure out, and then figure that out before it's too late and all hope is lost.
Why would all hope be lost?
Because paint has to be painted, and then it has to dry, and then it has to be painted over with another kind of paint. It takes time.
She finally stops, apparently thinking she's made some kind of statement that makes sense. I think it's best to start from the top. So, Is your project you did this?
Yes.
All of it?
Yes.
Nice, but I stumble on my words, suddenly feeling like I've walked straight into a landfill of political incorrectness.
It's okay. You can say it. I probably won't get mad.
You! Sorry. Just remind me of you, because like you say, I probably won't get mad. Just say it. Say it! Sorry.
I probably won't get mad.
Mm-hmm. I blush really hard. I don't really know what I should straight thing to say, if anything. It feels like I'm way more sensitive than Ren is, though. Really awkward.
Don't you want to ask?
How do you paint without hands?
See, I'm an easy person to talk to, right? With my feet.
Yes, I'm gonna stab you with my feet. Now put your hands in the air. Say, yeah. I almost guessed that already, but isn't it hard to do?
You're good at guessing. Anyway, I don't think it is, but maybe I'm used to it by now.
I can't get my mind around the fact that she could be an artist, but see how adept she is at using her feet to eat, I figured Penny might not be a problem either. Neither of us have anything to add to the subject.
The afternoon light works pretty well. I was afraid it would look too flat, but it's not like that after all. I think it's actually pretty interesting. I want to see what it looks like in dim light. Do you think it's flat?
Well, painting tends to be flat.
Not like that flat, you know, flat, like some people are. No substance, no meat. Where there should be some.
Ha ha ha. She said, I know a few girls. You want the actual text?
Oh, yeah, okay. You can just continue it.
I knew a few girls, so okay, I get it. But I couldn't really tell. I'm not that good with art. I can't name many artists or artistic terms, so I don't really have anything to say. Ren shrugs her shoulder and says, "Suit yourself," without saying it, and looks up in the sky and trying to look up at something up there.
I didn't think I'd get any actual work done, but if you give me a hand with paints, I could do a little before it's too dark. I wanted to get a halogen lamp like the ones they have at the sports track, but there aren't any.
Ren sure is quick to recruit my help, as was Shizune. It really makes me feel like the festival is some kind of big project as every pair of hands is needed. Why not? I'm not really sure if I could be of any help though.
It's just mixing some paints. You can do that, probably. Do you have motor control problems? Like, you know, those people who have some.
Damn, roasting.
Cerebral palsy, maybe?
I know people have cerebral palsy.
My aunt has cerebral palsy.
Not that I know of.
I get it. Heart thingy has nothing to do with that.
It gives me a sly look for no reason. Or it doesn't.
Let's do it then.
So she sits on the empty wooden box and very naturally picks up a white brush between the toes and bare right foot. Open a few of the cans and pour some contents of the shallow bowls for mixing. The thin paint flows lazily on the can and the bowl like syrup. I mix it, create funny, hypnotic looking swirl pads and melts quickly to each then form new monotone hue. Rin sets to work even now and asking me for a hand with such some of the others. Dot dot dot. Find different brushes is easy enough, but mixing the paints, the exact tone this girl is apparently seeing in her head is frustrating ordeal. She wants precise down to the last millimeter before she is satisfied, but her instructions are obscure at best.
And half a splash of green.
Crouch down and pick up a can of bright green.
The other green. This green.
Carefully pour some of the other green into the mixing bowl.
No, that's almost a whole splash. More white. Is green a good color to add?
No idea. Your thought is here. A hint of a smile appears in the corner of her mouth.
Do you lack an opinion?
Yes, I do. No, I just have... I have no idea.
It's okay, because I just got an idea. Add more white.
Is this you? This would be you.
Sure.
I feel like you would do this in real life.
I'd be like, subtract that. Nope. No. Add that. No. No. Bad. No.
This is not how you bake a cake.
I'm big. I can't paint, but I can bake.
Yes.
I
Yes.
wonder why I can't paint.
Why?
Probably paint if someone said this matches this. Go for it.
Okay. I don't know what that means,
Like,
but
I
okay.
can paint in like detailed things. Like okay, it's the colors thing, but like other than that, I'm good.
I suck
I
at
can
coloring.
color match because like if they gave me a picture and they were like paint this, I would probably paint it. But if they didn't do that, I'd probably be like,
Yes. Agreed. With the exclamation, I poured a minuscule amount of whites in the bowl and mixed it. It looks slightly whiter.
That's not good. It has to be like the color when you wake up and you know that you saw the meaning of life in your dream, but you can't remember it.
So your eyes?
Maybe it's yellow.
yeah, this is why Ren's annoying. Because Ren's an FP, and FPs annoy me.
Oh, I finally know what you mean by that. Personality things.
Yeah, she's all,
Every time you like say like,
oh, look, the meaning of life. That type of thing. Like, she thinks everything's so, like, ditzy and...
what am I, whatever? I don't know.
You haven't taken an official quiz yet. There's no proving anything.
You're doing the red voice. It's like there's no proving anything.
I know, because that voice screws my voice up so bad.
It's fine. Enjoyable. Despite the impossibility of mixing color like the change of seasons of any other nonsense, it's being imposed on me. I find myself enjoying it more than I thought I would. Seeing a painting being born on a plastered wall feels like magic. I spend the moments I have between mixing paints, crouching down and paving, and just looking at her work. Feels slightly intrusive at first, like breaking some imaginary intimacy, but Ren doesn't seem to mind one bit. Maybe it's just in my head. Her entire presence emanates a complete different air, as she patiently works on the details, adding layers on paint, on top of other layers, paint, steady moving her foot across the wall, adding new spots. How does her foot reach so high up?
I don't know. She's probably just really flexible.
Yeah, she probably does like stretching every day. When I manage to produce a passable mixture of paints, the rare smile on her face is oddly rewarding. Apart from the few words with discussing paint mixes, neither of us say a word for the longest time. Me. And those short discussions soon evolve into shorthand, both of us developing into weird impromptu code words for various paints and hues. as if there's some need for conversation words breathed in sound. It changed, but now it's worse. We stay there late into the evening until it becomes too dark to paint properly. Chapter 3.
You want to stop there?
Is this a good time to start?
I think it's a good time to stop.
Okay, let's wait for this and press save. There you go. And we'll see
Which
you.
save is it? Which save is it? You're just gonna create.
The last save right there. The running girl. Of course, the running girl.
Oh lordy.
It says Ami. Let's go to the main menu.
Yay.
Or should you want to return to main menu? Oh, it's just main protagonist code. If there's any extra galleries. Oh, we're missing a lot of things. Oh. Not a go.
Oh, yay.
In the library. Oh. Oh.
Oh, I love that.
PTV
That
Sleepy.
Music. Did we get the music for that scene?
What scene?
I'm opening my Katawa Shoujo. Let's go.
With Sona, school days, standing tall. Alright, see you later, Sleepy. We'll see you next time.
Extras?